All right, guys. So I want to welcome everybody into this group, into this coaching sneak peek. Tonight, we really hope to really give you a clear crystal vision of like what who we are as coaches, well, what we do, how we earn, and just really you guys can get a sense of like our team. And Monica said it so nicely in our in the coaching page. You know, this is our campfire. This is our tribe, and we want to welcome you with open arms. The energy in this group is absolutely amazing. I will say, some of us are a little cray cray sometimes. But you know what? At the end of the day, we are all authentically ourselves. You can be who you are in this group, and there's a place for you. There's a place for you to grow, whether you want to grow, you know, in this business, you want to grow as a person, you want to grow in any way. I mean, we are just here for you. And I want you to take this opportunity to thank the person that invited you, because that person that invited you, they invited you because either they've felt the tribe, you know, they felt the love in this, I mean, in this team and whatnot. They've had amazing transformations, or even if they've had success in this business, they are right now having success, and they just genuinely want to pay that forward. Because I don't know about you guys, but when I see a movie that I like, or I go to a restaurant that I love, I am like so excited to share it with the world, right? I'm so excited to show other people and have them come and taste what I'm tasting. And so take that as this is exactly that. Somebody invited you here because they want you to taste what they are getting a taste of. And let me tell you, it tastes good, right? So with that being said, thank the person that invited you. And I know right now in these times, in these, you know, uncertain times with the pandemic and everything going on, you know, we can't really, you know, control what's going on out there in the world. Oh, I see two of Monica. Oh, sorry. We can't really control what is going out there in the world, right? We have no control over, like, you know, the craziness and all that, but we can control how we react to it. We can control, you know, little successes, right? We can control, first of all, our nutrition. We could control our health. We can control those things in our four little walls, right? Because that's kind of where everybody's stuck at. So I want to encourage you guys to not only, you know, jump into this business opportunity, but really look at it as a great step forward into transforming into a new you, a better you know, even in the craziness, right? Even in this storm that we are all in together, right? So I want you guys to listen to these calls. You're going to hear amazing stories from myself, my sister, and Lydia. You're going to hear great success stories from us. And I want you to listen with an open mind, open heart, and just let it soak in. And then once this call is over and you are ready to sign up, I want you to reach out to the person that invited you and get started. And I can't wait to celebrate you into the team. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead. I want to dive right into this. I'm going to share my screen. And Monica and Lydia, give me a thumbs up as soon as you see it. Good? Okay, let me move this off to the side. Okay, so when you decide, because you will decide, right? I'm throwing that out there. When you decide, you will be a part of Team Diesel Core. That is who we are. So my sister and my mom actually are the founders of this team. This team, Monica started about 9 years ago into this business. And funny enough, I started 4 years ago. So let's do the math. I was that stubborn person that did not want to hear it. I was like, no, that's not for me. But, you know, little did I know that it was just a matter of me just not really listening to this opportunity and giving the time to actually understand it, right? So I can honestly say, like, for those of you that are a little skeptical and a little stubborn, I understand you, because I was that stubborn person. But nonetheless, we are Team Diesel Core. You guys can see a couple of these pictures. We host team retreats every year. We have what's called Summit, which you can see in the middle. We had our Summit event, which the picture got moved. There it is. So we have our Summit event. There you can see. And then we also have yearly Success Club trip, which we'll get into a little later on in this call. So you guys can see this is our team, this is our tribe, and we want you a part of it. So what is this? You know, Monica just said this perfectly. She is like in her pajamas, in bed, and she is growing this business, right? So all you need to grow this business is fitness, right? Wi-Fi and a dream. So I can tell you 90% of my business is with this. And all I need is Wi-Fi, this phone, and I need that vision, right? So I wholeheartedly believe that anybody and everybody, I was just telling Lydia, if I can do this, trust me, anybody can do this. So what do we do exactly as coaches? Our mission, our vital behaviors, and our tools. So let's talk a little bit about our some of the things that we're going to debunk, because these were things that me as a closed-minded person, very skeptical person, these were things that I was telling myself why I didn't want to join, right? So we're going to debunk a couple things here. First of all, I would tell my sister, I can never be a coach for Monica. I'm overweight, right? Like I still have 50 pounds to lose. Well, you do not need to be at your goal weight to become a coach and to help other people and to build your team, right? So I'm proof of that, right? I became a coach and I hit the ground running into this business. So do you need to have your goal weight? No. Do you need to be a personal trainer? No, you don't need to be a personal trainer. We leave that to the super trainers on our side, right? We have, Autumn Calabrese, we've got Joel Freeman, we've got amazing super trainers that we leave that to them, right? So you do not need to have any sort of personal training background or whatnot. Do you need to be a nutritionist? No, you do not. Again, we leave that to our nutritionists in this business, right? So we have access to great nutritionists. We use portion control. So we are here just basically to show you the tools that we ourselves are doing and what's working for us, right? But you do not need to be a nutritionist, right? Do you need to be a professional? Yeah, no, you do not need to be a professional. And another thing is that a lot of times you tell yourself, well, I don't have a following. I don't have a big, like a big Instagram following, for instance. Let me tell you, when I became a coach, I had less than 200 followers on Instagram. And here I am 4 years later, and I was able to retire myself as a teacher. So who we are just real people who are achieving real results while making a real impact. That is who we are. So I want to show you guys, this was me when I became a coach. So the person on the left, you guys can see, it was the time that I kind of hit rock bottom. We had a failed business. My husband and I had put in all of our savings into a business, right? And we were determined to have this business, but obviously it ended up not working, right? The business ended up crashing. So here we were with now it was like $70,000 of debt, right? I basically hit rock bottom with my nutrition. And this was when I finally told my sister, you know what? I need to make a difference. I need to make a change. I need you to help me. And I became a coach. So you guys can see when I started my journey and I became a coach, I was the person on the left, and I slowly evolved into the person to the right. And while I was evolving, I was bringing people onto my journey. I was sharing my journey. That's who we are. We are storytellers. We share people our struggles. We share with people what we're going through. I was bringing people onto my journey, and little did I know I was inspiring those and then building a team, right? So this is basically to debunk that, oh, I have to have like hardcore abs in order to be a coach. That is just not true. So let's talk about our mission. Our mission as coaches is to help people achieve their goals and live a healthy, fulfilling lives. That is it. We are here to be product of the product, right? So we are here to bring people onto our journeys, and we are here to inspire and help those that are ready to also make a change and whatnot. So our vital behaviors. So we talked a little bit about some of our vital behaviors, what we do as coaches, like what we stand by, what we live by. So first thing first, we are proof the product works. So as you can see, these are some of the transformations that came out from our team. So we are here to show people what is working for us, and we are here to invite them to join us, right? So that is our job. That is what we do. So we are proof the product works. We get results for yourself, your challengers, and your team of coaches. And then we connect with people and we invite them. All right. We are very big on personal development. I am a firm believer that, it's not only so much about working on the body, but it's also about conditioning your mind, right? Believing in yourself and believing that you can be better. You can do this, right? So we are constantly pouring personal development. We love self help books. We love devotionals. We are constantly sharing that in our team. And we are celebration junkies. We love to celebrate each other. We celebrate big successes, we celebrate little successes, we celebrate those bold moves as coaches, because that first post that you make about becoming a coach, or that first sweaty selfie that you share, we are here to celebrate it with you. We are here to be with you every step of the way. So I also wanted to share some of the tools that we have as coaches. So when you become a coach, you are given an amazing amount of tools to work your business, right? To grow your business. And so some of those tools that we have, which I do need to update this because we just launched. Oh my God, yes, I do need to update. We just launched Bod Groups, and we have an amazing, amazing new platform. So Beachbody is constantly evolving. We are constantly growing. We no longer have DVDs. We evolved to now streaming like Netflix, right? So now we don't have just, separate apps with groups. We've evolved and we now merged all of our tools. So we have so we have at-home fitness programs, which you are probably familiar of. So we have those workouts that you are able to stream with Beachbody On Demand. Right, we offer amazing nutritional tools like Shakeology. We have different boosts. We have a bunch of new things coming out. We have Energize, different flavors of Energize. I mean, our list is just growing because we as a company and as a team, we are just evolving, right? So we've got whatever tools you are needing, we've got it for you. We also host challenge groups. So once you become, jump into this business as a coach, you will be placed into a challenge group. If you haven't already been in a challenge group, maybe you have already, and that's why you're in here, because now you want to take that next step of coaching. So whether you are just a prospect or you are a customer, you will be put into a challenge group where we will help you, challenge you. We'll get you to that next level in your fitness and to help you with your transformation. We don't use My Challenge Tracker app anymore. Now we have what's called Bod Groups, and it just launched on Sunday, so it's very new. We're still getting the kinks out of it, but we have no doubt in about a week or so, it will be up and running, like working the best way that it can. We also have Diesel Nation New Coach Academy. So we don't just kind of say like, okay, join the group, now figure it out. No, we're going to be there with you every step of the way. This is the next step you need to take as a brand new coach. This is the goals that you need to set for yourself. So we will be there guiding you, and we have a coach academy that you can work on at your own pace. So the beauty of this business, because we are all come from different walks of life, we are all have different schedules, right? Some of us are still working, some of us are now with this whole pandemic, some of us are now stuck at home all day long, but we had to create a new routine because we had the kids and stuff like that. So the beauty of this is that you can do these coach academies. You can do these coach academies at your pace, right? At your time. So that's the beauty of that. We have Facebook private pages where we are constantly in there sharing with you, what's new in the Beachbody world, up and coming trainings. We're constantly, as a team, we are providing new trainings. We are providing, we do team calls all the time. So we want to hear what's working for you and how we can help and whatnot. And then we have our coach online office. So when you become a coach, you are given a platform that is just, it's for you to run your entire business. I think about this when we opened up a convenience store, my husband and I, we had to pay and we had to figure out like the how to ring up people, the cashier register, the program. We had to link in our merchandise with the program. I mean, it was just like a lot of stuff that we had to do, right? And had to figure out. Well, when you become a coach, everything is there for you, and it's a amazing platform, a very easy to maneuver platform. So I was super grateful for that, because I came from opening up my own business and I knew how hard it was to kind of get something going, right? And then we have what's called a share cart. So most of you, if you are already a customer, your coach gave you a share cart. It's a really easy, quick way to just click and check out, right? So now as a coach, you'll have access to now creating share carts for your customers. So as when you decide to join the team, right? Because I'm throwing that out there again, you are going to be given all the tools that you need to be successful in this business and to grow your team and to grow your tribe and to grow in this amazing opportunity. So with that being said, that is basically who we are and what we do as coaches. And now I'm going to pass it over to my sister Monica, and she's going to share with you guys how we earn as coaches. So let me stop share.
All right. Thank you, Veronica. So my name is Monica Lopez, and I am Veronica's, now you guys guess, older or younger sister? I'm just kidding. It's an inside joke that we were talking about right before we hopped on with you guys, because Lydia asked. A lot of people ask us that. They ask us if we're twins sometimes too. But no, Veronica is my little sister. And like you heard her say, she joined me in this business 4 years after I started my business. And let me tell you a little bit about how I started my business, because it's probably like a lot of you guys right now listening to this call. I was just a mom who felt like 5 watered down versions of herself and was like desperately looking for something to bring her back to life. She felt exhausted because she had a 4-year-old and a newborn baby, right? So I was a mom of 2 when I started. And I was postpartum, and I didn't have the luxury for my first 2 pregnancies to ever stay home for maternity leave. I always had to rush back to work because I needed to make the money. And I remember going back to work and just juggling work life, 2 kids, and just again, being 5 watered down versions of myself, just thinking to myself, there's got to be a way, right? There's got to be something for me to do to feel better. And I had at the time, she wasn't yet my boss. We weren't assigned to each other yet, but there was an attorney, because I was a paralegal in my past life. I'll talk about that in a second. I call it my past life. But there was an attorney that worked in the office, the same floor as me. And her and I had our babies a couple months apart. She was only 3 months. Her baby was 3 months old when I had my son, Jax. And when I went back to work, I would watch her pass me because she had to cross my corner to get to her office every morning. And this woman had an extra pep in her step. She was constantly like, every day coming in, it seemed like shrinking by the minute. And I'm like thinking to myself, what is she doing? Like I remember that day walking into her office, like all dramatic, saying, what is it that you are doing? How are you like surviving this, postpartum life and motherhood, and you're an attorney, like your workload is bigger than mine. Like, how the heck are you doing it? And she was the one that actually introduced me to Beachbody. She was the one that said, I'm doing these workouts. Back then it was DVDs. I got these DVDs and I'm drinking this shake. And guys, I remember looking at her and I'm like, okay, no. And I closed the door. I'm like, no, thank you. I was the most stubborn person to get started in this as well. So it probably runs in the blood between my sister and I, runs in the family. But when I did give it a try, because the same person, her name's Christina Delgado, by the way, you'll soon meet her when you join our team. When I would see Christina come by every single day, she didn't have to say anything. I was watching her, right? I was watching her. And she was proof that it worked. She was proof that this was my answer. And there came the day that I was ready, that I finally said, all right, sign me up, get it for me. And I invested the money into my very first, and back then there was no challenge pack. So a lot of you guys probably got challenge packs and you got all this money deducted off and you saved a lot of money. Not me. I remember pulling out the credit card and I'm like, just charge it if I need this, because we weren't making a lot of money. We had a budget that we followed to a T back in those times. And so that was me, guys. That was me, that mom. And I'm not going to go through my whole story, but I'll say that little by little, it just organically started to evolve. It went from that mom just wanting to feel better about herself, couldn't see past her own nose. So if you talk to me about coaching back then, I'm like, I need to help myself first. Like I can't help anybody. I just need to feel better, right? And I wasn't even interested in the business aspect whatsoever. Little did I know, right? I think it was also a lot of ignorance. And so at first that was me, but then just a couple weeks into it, results start to happen pretty fast. If you dedicate yourself, you commit to your program, Shakeology, and now the color containers that we've got, man, in 3 weeks, you can have a complete transformation, enough that people are going to be like, what are you doing? You are doing something. What are you doing? Just like I had done to Christina. And when that happened, just a couple weeks down the line, that's when I said, you know what? I may think about this coaching thing, because she kept telling me about the discount. She kept telling me, you can save money in your Shakeology. You can save on everything. You don't have to business build, but you can save. And I thought, okay, well, if I can save, and then I've got people noticing and asking, maybe, just maybe, I can maybe even get enough money to pay off my Shakeology. And I did that. And that was my next step. And that's where I started to get a taste of a part-time gig, like this thing that I did, because I was going to do it for me anyway, right? In my mind, I'm like, I'm going to do it for me anyway. But if it's going to hold me extra accountable, might as well help some people, create a little group, have fun with it. And it started to organically snowball. I'm going to share with you guys a little bit something later on in my presentation, but I want you to understand that there came a time where it was just about Monica, but then it became like, okay, I could do this thing part-time. And then there was a moment in my life, which was when my third baby, I got pregnant, by the way, I have a Beachbody baby. My daughter Mia was conceived while I was a coach, and I got to do that pregnancy different than any other, right? Because I was active already. I was healthy, in my best shape of my life when I got pregnant with Mia. And I have videos of me with Mia in my belly, like 6 to 7 months pregnant, literally doing burpees and doing turbo fire and jumping all over the place. It was so cool to get to experience a pregnancy at that physical, level of health. And so I always, I love to work with my postpartum moms and my pregnancy moms, because I want you to know that you're not handicapped, and you can thrive during your pregnancy, because I didn't thrive in my first 2. And so anyway, Mia was born. And I had this whole postpartum plan in my head, like this business plan. I was going to show the world. I had already showed them how to have a healthy pregnancy. I'm going to show them a healthy postpartum. And about 6 weeks after my daughter was born, we found out that she had something called a hemangioma, which if you guys know what that is, it is a kind of tumor. It's a benign tumor, but it's a tumor nonetheless that is made up of blood vessels. It's very prevalent in infants. And about 95% of these tumors are completely harmless. They just grow usually outside of the body, usually around the face area. As long as it's not hitting anything, of the mouth or eyes or anything like that, they'll grow. And by the age of 6 months, the body attacks it and they shrink and they go away, and it's never to be seen again. However, my daughter's hemangioma was that small, tiny percentage that was growing in the inside of her body. It happened to be behind an eye, one of her eyes. It was intertwined in all of her eye muscles, all of her nerves, everything. And I noticed it. I noticed something was wrong, because every time she would cry, her eye would swell up black and blue. I thought it was a clogged tear duct at first. Moms, by the 3rd kid, you're diagnosing them yourself. But luckily, intuition kicked in, and I'm like, you know what? I need to take the baby to the doctor. And sure enough, we were rushed straight to the hospital. And to make a very long 6-month story short, my daughter's tumor was growing at a rapid pace, already pushing her eye out of the socket. The doctors told me that if they tried to do surgery to get the tumor out, they nick something for sure, and she'd be blind in her eye. If you see my daughter's eyes, she's got the most beautiful blue eyes. I remember looking at her, I'm like, how can this be? And then they told me, well, the plan we have for you is this experimental drug. And it was tested. It's not even FDA approved yet, but it was tested in a 4-year-old who had a heart defect and had a hemangioma. I'm sorry, a baby that had a heart defect and a hemangioma. And they gave the medication, and it ended up attacking the hemangioma. Crazy enough, shrinking it. And so this was the plan for my daughter. And I share this story with you because this was my aha moment. This is where all of a sudden it went from Monica just wanting to feel better postpartum to Monica making a couple extra bucks on the side for part-time, to then Monica being fired up and looking at this business in a whole other light. Was when I had to go back to work. I couldn't be with Mia at her doctor's appointments, which were once a week in the hospital, where they had to administer this certain drug because she was so little, and she had to be held for observation up to 2 hours after administering the drug. I had to send my mom, my sister, my husband, who would call me frantic. The baby won't stop crying. I even had friends do me the favor of taking my daughter to these appointments because my job came down hard on me. They needed me back in the office. I remember the day that they even took away my bonus, my yearly bonus, because they told me I had missed too much work because I was attending to my daughter. And this was my turning point, where I looked at Beachbody, everything I had been doing, and realizing, man, if I can make an extra 50 bucks, 100 bucks, 200 bucks in this business, why can't I make this everything, right? Why can't I be like those coaches I saw on stage, you know, at summits and stuff like that, like that are making a career out of this, are building a business from home? Why not me? And that's when the question I asked myself changed. Why not me? And so tonight, I'm going to answer the burning question in your mind right now. You're probably saying, okay, why not me? Sure. But how, Monica? How exactly do we earn this business? And what opportunity do I have in front of me? And let me go into let me get my screen share here, because it's also, to me, you know, I feel so compelled to share much more. And I know my sister Veronica is going to be like, oh, I can't believe you're sharing this tonight. But I feel compelled because with what's happening right now in the world, now we're seeing, so that was my rock bottom. That was my, oh my gosh, I need to make something happen, like desperation mode. That was my moment where I had the right mindset and the right pair of goggles, because I was looking through the goggles of a hard time in life, that I understood what was in front of me, and I took a hold of it and I ran. And I know that there are so many people out there right now where this pandemic is affecting them, affecting their homes, and affecting their livelihoods, that are going to look at this with those goggles and say, you know what, this is what I want. This is what I want to achieve. And I want to be the person that says, you can. And so tonight I want to share with you how coaches earn. Okay. And I want to share with you what's possible. So first, let's jump into the ways to earn. Oops, sorry. Hold on. Okay. So there's 4 main ways to earn as a coach. Okay. There's a lot of other smaller ways. We have all these fun ways that you could earn money in the business, but there's 4 main ones that continuously happen, right? The first one, which is probably what 100% of you guys know about, retail commission. That is when you help someone get started with anything Beachbody on Demand, Shakeology, a challenge pack, collagen, beach bars. You earn 25% commission for every sale, right? Every person that you get started with. Now, challenge packs and completion packs, by the way, those packs that we bundle together, workouts with nutrition, you actually, as a coach, you earn 30% on those orders. So the commission is bumped up to 30% for coaches. And here's my favorite part about Beachbody. Do you know that obviously the customer is getting a bigger discount, because by bundling it, they're saving anywhere between $50 to $80, depending on the pack, right? So my customer is saving. They're happy. Me, the coach, I'm earning 5% more commission on this one order. I'm happy. And Beachbody, on the front end of this deal, right? They're losing, right? Because they're paying more to this guy and cutting off the price of this guy. But they do this because they know that if people get started with the total solution, a challenge pack, which is the total solution, you can't just work out and not drink Shakeology and not eat right and expect to get results. Same way you can't drink a magic shake, because it's not a magic shake, right? It's not this thing that you're just going to gulp and be like, I'm still going to have the pizza. I'm not going to work out. I'm still going to be a couch potato and I'm going to get results. No, it is a total solution of workout, feed your body at the cellular level, and eat right. And you will achieve the results of a lifetime, right? You're going to be in the best shape of your life. Promise, guaranteed. Like, I know this, right? And Beachbody knows this too. And so they don't mind losing out on the front end of this deal, because they know that that's longevity. That's long-term. That is setting someone up for a lifestyle. And you're going to hear from Lydia, who is a prime example of changing a lifestyle for the better. So retail commission, you can earn 25% off anything you help someone get started with. But if it's a challenge pack or a completion pack, you get 30% commission. Okay. Now here's the next way that you can earn this business. It's called residual income. Right? And in our business, we call it team volume bonuses. Basically, I'm going to break this down very basic. As you come into the business and you start to learn the ways to earn, and we start to talk about ranks and different milestones in your business, it will get a little bit more deeper into this. But what you need to know is that there's a way to earn where now it's not just the work you're putting in, right, of helping people, but as you start to grow a team of coaches doing the same thing that you're doing, right? Every time they help someone, that gives you points in our business, and that turns into income. And I'll share that in a second. Then there's also something called matching bonuses, and there's also something called quarterly bonuses. So I'm going to explain those now in depth. Oh, we just went over this retail commission. By the way, I forgot to say 10% on all apparel as well. Okay, that residual. We work on a binary system. That means we've got a left leg and a right leg, right? And don't confuse this for a pyramid scheme, por favor, because it always makes me laugh when people are like, oh, binary system, is that a pyramid scheme? I'm like, do you know what a pyramid scheme is? A pyramid scheme is very illegal, and a pyramid scheme means that when you are just accepting money and there's no exchange for any product, and you are just basically taking people's money and shifting around, and you're at the top of this thing. No, that's not what this is. That's illegal. That's not allowed. But we do work on a binary system that is shaped like a triangle, and you're at the very top of that triangle. By the way, any other corporate, let's just say corporate America, you got the CEO at the top, right? You got managers at the bottom, you got employees. Same concept, same structure. But I talk about this because you have to know that as you grow your business, as you grow your team, and coaches are coming in, you're going to be placing them in this binary system. And every time that left leg and that right leg hit a certain ratio of points, right, depending on what the coaches on those legs produce, you as the sponsoring coach earn a bonus. Okay. And this is residual income. Now, I'll tell you this is a really cool part about this business, because it really is teamwork makes the dream work. When we all, me included, came into this business, and 100% of my income came from retail, right? When I started off, I had to, because I didn't have a team of coaches just yet. But little by little, when I started to sign coaches on my team, started to build that tribe of people that wanted to do what I was doing, coaching, like you right now on this call, right? Little by little, I started to shift like this. And today I can tell you that about a good 3 to 5% of my income is actually retail. And a good 95 to 98% of my income comes from me and the team's work. And that's really cool, because that residual income is that you don't actually have to be present to earn it, but you are building a tribe of people, a group of people that are helping build this thing and create this mission, right, to help people get healthy and fit from home. And so I share that with you because what I also love about this business is that, you know, I told you about 3 to 5% of my income comes from my commission-based business. Beachbody sets these goals, right? When you first come into the business, they're going to say, help 3 to 5 new people a month. When I came in, I'm like, okay, I can wrap my brain around 3 to 5 new people that I could help a month. But to earn the money that I'm earning now week to week, if I would not have a team, it'd be solely me, commission-based business, I would have to bring in like 300 times that to earn that kind of money, right? But I don't have to do that because I have a team that's over here helping me build this army, and I'm over here working my personal business, my commission-based business, which is about 3 to 5% of my income, and I'm able to really dig my hands into helping those 3 to 5 people, or, you know, as you grow into the business, that number may grow, right? Because you feel more confident, you got systems in place, and you're out there and you got a well-oiled machine of a business, and you're able to help more. But just, I love that concept that it's not this big factory of people. If you just sell, yeah, just get them started, just make the buck. No, that's not the Beachbody way. The Beachbody way is to help people get started, really dive in as their coaches, set the environment for them to thrive, run those challenge groups, get them excited, help them achieve those results. And in the meantime, you know, in a perfect world, that's when that person will become a coach in your team, whether it's just for the discount or whether it's actually to business build, because in the end, that will produce a good 90% of your income as you grow into this business. All right. So that's residual income. Now, matching bonuses. This one's pretty cool too. This means that when you have coaches that are on your team that are earning their own residual. So for example, my girl Lydia just advanced to Emerald. Lydia already starts earning her own residual income. Well, me as her sponsoring coach, I get 10% of all her residual, like a bonus. It's just a bonus that Beachbody gives you. Like, bam, your girl Lydia is kicking butt. You get 10% of her of what she's earning as well. I don't take 10% of her money. No. I get a 10% matching bonus of her money. Same thing for my sister Veronica. Every time she hits any residual, week to week, I am earning 10%, and that is uncapped. There's no cap on that whatsoever. So it's really cool. It's truly teamwork makes the dream work, because their success is my success. It's our success. All right. So matching bonuses, I wanted you guys to know that exists. And the last one that's really important to know is a quarterly bonus. This one is based on rank. And when you come in, we'll explain to you the different kinds of ranks. But basically, when you start to achieve what we call star diamond, 2 stars and above, 3, 4, 5, as you grow, you have the ability to earn anywhere between $900 to $50,000 bonuses a quarter, not a year, quarter. And this one, I'll never forget, I personally am a 10-star diamond rank in the business. And when you achieve that rank, it comes with a substantial bonus. It was my first bonus that was in the 5 digits, right? So it was really exciting. And I remember that day getting that direct deposit, my husband waking me up, whispering in my ear the number. And like, it was just so surreal because it was about a good 4 months of my salary as a paralegal, what I made that morning. And I was like, I couldn't breathe. And then I was automatically taken back to that day that I sat around that round table, that meeting table, and they looked at me and told me, Monica, you're not gonna be able to get your bonus this year because you missed too many days at work because of your situation. Like, I was like, full circle moment. Take that, I made myself my own boss. But it's really, we have the opportunity to do that in this business. Like, that's what's there for the taking, right? So quarterly bonuses, rank-based bonuses that happen a quarter. Now, I told you guys, tonight I felt compelled. I've actually never done this on this kind of call, right? We host this call once a month. We share about the business opportunity all the time, but it's usually with my team of coaches that have already signed up. They're part of the team. They're working their businesses, that I share the numbers. But tonight I felt compelled because, like I said, where the world is at right now, I know that there are people that need this right now. They need this right now. And although these numbers are private to me and my family, and I hope that you guys take it tonight and take it in. Just take it in for yourself. I want to share it. This is me sharing my family with you. Take it in, and I want you to realize what is possible, okay, with everything I just shared with you tonight. Last year, I had just ran the numbers. I just felt like, let me just go back and look at what I made in this business a week in my years. And back in March of 2013, a week, and that was around the 21-day fix era when 21-day fix came out, I was making about average $235. And that's what I did. I went that March of 2013, the same week of March, I think it was the first week of March, and I ran the numbers. $235 paycheck. By 2014, a year later, that same week in the business, I had earned $957 a week in this business. And then by March of 2019, which was last year when I pulled these numbers, because my sister was like, go do it. It even blew my mind away because usually, I just face down, head down, working, but to see the dream unfold. Like, first of all, there was no flipping way I was ever going to make that as a paralegal. It just wasn't. This changed my entire family's life around. And all I was really looking for was just a solution to never feel like that mom with her back against the wall where they're telling me, you can't be with your daughter at a doctor's appointment. I'm talking to my daughter's doctor from a speakerphone. Like, that's all I was chasing. But what came to life after that, because I just continued to work this business, to believe, to understand that I had something that I could help the next woman with in their family. That's what got me here. And so I wanted to share that with you guys tonight because I know right now in what's going on right now, like just the basics, like Monica back then, that just to buy Shakeology had to put it on credit card. Like, I know a lot of people are in that predicament right now. And this, you look around, what's the most important things right now? Health. Hello, we got that. Community, we got that too. And community where you can't leave your home, we've got that, right? We've got like the ability to earn, we've got that as well. Like, now more than ever, we're realizing how important multiple streams of income are because it could change overnight. So even if you love your job, you love your career, you're like, Mike, I never want to leave my job. Like, but you always want this multiple stream of income, right? This at least this cushion. And so I also want to share with you my friend Jamie O'Rear, who just posted this not too long ago on her team, and she had shared it with me because we're kind of like Beachbody sisters. We both started our business around the same time. Her first paycheck ever was a $27 paycheck, and over the years, That's what she's making a week in this business. And she retired herself as well. She used to sell wine and stuff like that. And I know what you're thinking right now. Okay, well, you guys have been in this, that's our chapter, 7, our chapter 8 in this whole of the gig. And I also wanted to share with you Jessie. Jessie's a coach on our team as well, who just posted her income progression from last year to this year. A week she was making $167, and in April of this year, she did the same thing that I did, matched the same week, and it had jumped to $994. So the opportunity, it's there. And so what I want to help do tonight is just get your mind thinking. What can coaching do for your family now? Because to me, man, people could have told me how to earn, right? I showed you guys how to earn. People could have told me what tools I had. Veronica shared the tools, right? People could have told me, all about the business, all about the team and all that kind of thing. And I'd be like, okay, that's great. But it was the why I needed to find. Why do I need this? How can this help my family now and later? Like, why do I need this? Because I'm the type of person, if I could figure out the why, the how will come to me. I will hustle and I will find the how. But it's painting the why. And so I want to help you guys paint the why tonight. Because what can coaching do for your family right now, right? Like right now we're sitting in this pandemic, this thing where our lives are flipped upside down. What can it do for you right now? Well, first and foremost, it can provide you the ability to continue to pay for your Shakeology. That to me is an upgrade in your health and is most important right now than ever to feed your body superfoods, give your body everything it needs, dense nutrition at the cellular level, foods that are not even found in this country, like the good shit is what you're feeding yourself with Shakeology. I'm just saying it like it is. And not having to say, you know what, I can't afford my Shakeology, so I'm going to have to cancel. No, you deserve better, right? So what can coaching do for you? Number 1 on my list is continue to provide you with Shakeology. 2, bridge a gap if it's halted, due to the pandemic, a gap in your pay, the income coming into your household. This can help you. Groceries. Maybe, I don't know about you guys, but my grocery bill has like tripled in the last month every week that I go. But aside from that, I also had the ability that when my supermarket, by the way, in my entire community, my supermarket was the first supermarket to have a positive employee test positive for COVID-19. And so there was like a good 3 weeks where I was like, you know what, let me just chill at home. Let this whole thing kind of relax, and I would get delivered groceries, but being able to have that luxury and be able to say, you know what, I'm going to just for peace of mind, have the groceries come home and not have to go out and hit the streets just yet. And I got to do that. I also remember even before this whole thing was happening, being able to start buying organic foods and being able to shop at Whole Foods a little bit more like I wanted to and feed my family better because I was earning better and I could afford to. Utilities right now, right? We're all stuck at home. Utility bills are up, and I know people are struggling. You can make a dent in that as well. Your credit card payments. Sure, the shit hit the fan with the world, but you still got to pay your bills, right? Your car payment. I don't know about you, but stuck at home, I'm ordering Amazon Prime now more than ever. It could help with those Amazon Prime splurges that's happening, especially with the kids. I bought the kids bikes and everything during this pandemic because, things shifted a bit. And then also, it's been really, this is something that I didn't even realize would, mean so much to me. But to be able to not even have to think twice when someone asks me, hey, can you donate to this family? Or, hey, can you donate to this cause? Or, hey, and I'm like, yes, I'm in. Like, being able to have those charitable contributions, which the world needs now more than ever. Like, that's what coaching can do right now. Well, but what about later? Well, soon we'll be back in our cars, vrooming all over the place. We're going to need, help with those gas bills, babysitters, date nights, Target runs, because the Amazon's not going to stop by the time you're back in Target. So now you got to fund both of these trips, right? Tuition, travels, housekeepers. I can't wait to have my cleaning lady back. She's the best. Get my nails, my hair did. Like all these things. The kids' extracurriculars, retirement funds, dependent care. Right now, I got to take care of my mother-in-law. She's of age already where she needs help. And this business has been able to free up enough money to help her with all her care. Dream home, furnish your home, do all the things. Basically, this gives you a vehicle to build a legacy for you and your family. That is the big picture. That is what's possible here. And I wanted to share my entire story with you. I wanted to share everything with you guys. That I told you I felt super compelled because I know what it feels like to just be that person right now and be like, an extra $50 this week will really make a difference. Because that was me. That was me. But I realized if I can make $50, I can make 200. If I can make 200, I can make 1,000. And like that, as I grew as a person, which everything Veronica shared, right? Everything that Beachbody stands for, the personal development, the growth, from the inside out when it comes to health and nutrition and fitness, right? The confidence, the community, the surrounding yourself with the bigger thinkers, the people that are excited about life, even when it seems like there's nothing to be excited about. Like all those things, they add up. They add up and you evolve into a person that starts to see things differently. And it just, like I told you guys when I opened up my call, it just snowballed into more and more and more. And it was the best decision I ever made. So tonight I want to tell you, Beachbody cannot guarantee anybody's success, right? Everybody's income, everybody's success in this business comes because they come into this with this heart, this hustle, this desire to make it work. Nothing good comes easy, right? But if you are ready to put in the work, if you are ready to find something in life to be excited about, now is the time, because the opportunity, it's alive, it's well, and my gosh, it's there for the taking. It really is. So with that being said, I'm going to pass it over to my girl, Lydia, which I wanted to have Lydia talk to you guys tonight because unlike me, who's on chapter 8 of the business, 8 years into this business, Veronica on chapter 4, 5, going on 5, who just retired herself as a teacher and came home to work her business over the summer full time. Lydia is just a couple months into the business. Actually, I think like a month and a half, right? 2 months, yeah. Like she just started. But she, and she'll tell you the story, but she was on my dream board for a while. I was like, Lydia, you'd make an amazing coach. Lydia, oh my gosh, you'd make an amazing. And I just throw that little sprinkle until the day Lydia was ready. And Lydia has come into this business very focused. She's taken all the training. She's taken everything that's been given to her, the same tools that you will get, and she's taken a hold of them, and she's running her business, and she has seen success in just 2 months into the business. So I'm not going to speak anymore. I'm going to let her give you her take on our team, on Beachbody, what it's done for her, and that's it. I'll shut up. Lydia, take it away.
All right. So let me just take a deep breath here and take in this moment. I am on a call with 40 something odd participants with a 10-star diamond and her sister that has been on the given a speech at Summit. I mean, what's happening right now? When Veronica sent me the text and she's like, hey, do you want to be on our tell-all, sneak peek? And I'm like, she got the wrong Lydia. That must have been wrong contact, what? I didn't believe it. So I'm a little nervous. I talk a lot with my hands, and I want to share with you what this has done for me. I was on this exact call almost 2 months to the day. It was February 25th, I want to say. I was on a coach tell-all sneak peek. I had followed Monica for 4 years on Instagram. I had met her 4 years ago because I wanted to do the 21-day fix. She never talked to me about coaching. She never, she was focused on what I wanted to do with my health and my weight at that time. And so I did the 21-day fix, but my mind was not ready for the coaching business aspect of it. And my perspective, the perspective I'm going to give you is very different from what you've heard from Monica and Vero. I am a full-time professional. I'm in the insurance industry. I've been with my company for 12 years. I have a senior position there. I love my job. I love my career. Like, I'm so proud and happy to say that I'm one of those people that loves what they do. And so when I joined Beachbody, I joined as a discount coach. I was like, all right, 25% off. And I get to have my Shakeology, I get to do the workouts, and I get to save money. Why not? I'm not forced to sell anything. I'm not forced to build this team. Like, there's no pressure to do anything. I don't have to buy like all these amounts of product and sell it off to people. Like, that is not what they are about at all. So what I did do is I came into it with an open mind. I came into it thinking, okay, well, let's see where this goes, right? And 2 months into this, about 2 weeks into it, I organically hit Emerald, like the first huge milestone in this business. And that opened up the door to everything else, which I'm still learning and I'm still trying to understand. And this is the first time that I've seen numbers. What Monica shared today, I had never seen that before. And I mean, talk about if I was fired up before, I mean, get ready. So you have to think in abundance. You have to have a mind of abundance, right? If they can do it, why can't I do it? If I can do it, why can't you do it? This is there and it's there for the taking. And all you have to do is focus on you, on your health, on your journey, on what you want out of this, and commit to it. You commit to it, you share your journey, and everything else just kind of falls into place. And that's exactly what happened with me. The major change that I made was that major decision for me. I was very private. I have like 200 followers on Instagram, all friends and family. Like, I'm not one of these women that just like had like crazy amounts of followers, public page. No. So like the biggest thing to overcome for me was making my Instagram public. Like, that was just terrifying for me. And I did it from one day to the next. I went public. I started sharing my journey. I put up my ugly workout sweaty pictures out there. And next thing you know, I'm getting messages. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, what do you got going on? Oh, and encouraging messages. Lydia, like, what you're doing is so motivating. And that just, like, the light bulb went off in my head, right? And I realized that I was doing something that was impacting other people. And the minute that I realized that that was happening, I was like, wow, I've found something here that has meaning. And I knew I was gonna get emotional because I'm an emotional person. So I found something that has meaning. And although, like I just mentioned, I'm one of these people that loves their job, loves what they do, I now found something that I'm passionate about. And if it's been able to make a change in my life, the fact that I can possibly help somebody else make a change in their life, I mean, that's worth my weight in gold. Forget about the money. Forget about what this could turn into. I want to remember this moment, that I am an Emerald coach 2 months into the business. And when I'm 9 years down the line, a 10-star diamond, like my girls here, this is the moment that I'm going to remember, because this is the moment that is pivotal and life-changing for me, because this makes you realize that these people are real people. They're genuine. They know your name. They know who you are. They want to genuinely help you. And that's what really, like, just, oh my God, it just wrapped me in. And I wanted a piece of that. And I wanted to do that. What Monica has done for me, I want to do for other people. And yes, it took me 4 years. So for my girls that are on this call, if it takes you 4 years, I get it. But, maybe I can help you speed that up a little bit. I have a million notes, and Vero called it. There's a bunch of stuff here that I'm not gonna, remember to say. But a couple of I guess, pointers, how did I get here, right? How did I see this kind of success 2 months in? First and foremost, you decided to join. You have your challenge bag. You're doing this for you. Number one thing, share your journey. Share your journey. Put it out there. Whether you think you have a story or not, trust me, you do. We all have a story. We all have something that somebody can relate to. And you don't know what's going on out there in somebody else's life. And that one post, that energized dance party, that, which by the way, that's my jam. Those energized dance parties, man. I get up at 6:30 in the morning. I'm ready to go. But share your journey, and you'll start to see the fruit of that, right? If you're gonna jump into being a coach, right? Being an earning coach, not just a discount coach. You're ready to do this. You're gonna do this. You hit your first milestone, become an emerald, learn what you need to do to become an emerald. There's a bunch of training, videos on that. Learn what you need to do to become an emerald. And like I said, I'm still learning. Invest in your personal development. I got books left and right. Every time I see Monica post up a book, I'm like, Amazon, 2-day delivery. Let's do this. I'm constantly trying to see where I can improve myself, where I can learn, how can, and I follow, my coaches, I follow the rest of their team. I see what they're doing. Some of things, that can work for me too. So I kind of emulate that and I put my own little twist on it, right? You learn and absorb from your team, and you learn and absorb from, other people's team. And so, sorry, I'm gathering my thoughts here. You learn from your upline, learn about those people that you're surrounded by like-minded people. You're surrounded by people that think in abundance. You're surrounded by people that want to help you. You're surrounded by people that are genuine. You're surrounded by people that just, man, it's just like, I can't even put into words. Like every time I hear coaches like Vero and Monica speak, it like stirs up something in me that it's like rocket fuel, man. Like it's so freaking motivating. And I've never, ever felt this in my life. Never felt this in my life. And I guess the number one tip I can give you is be yourself. Be yourself. That is what is going to attract people. That is stay genuine, stay true to yourself. Don't try to put up this persona, this image, this like, I'm not a personal trainer. I don't know anything. I'm not a nutritionist, but I have all the tools, right? I don't need to be a nutritionist, like Vero said. I don't need to be a personal trainer. All those tools are there. What I'm here for is to provide you with that motivation, to provide you with that support, to provide you with that guidance, to provide you with that challenge group. That's what we're here for. And that's what I'm working on every day. And every day I learn a little bit more. And I'm doing my piece, because your success is a direct result of your effort. That's what I want you to walk away with today. Your success is a direct result of your effort. You're going to get out of this what you put into it. And again, my perspective is completely different from the perspective of the other two coaches on here tonight. I'm not doing this because, I'm doing it for supplemental income, right? Making extra money, it's great. It just, last week, $300 grocery bill. And you know where it came from? Beachbody. Beachbody paid for that $300 grocery bill. I have made income every week since I joined. Every week. And I gotta be honest, up until like last week, I didn't even know how I was making that money. And Monica just explained it, and I learned a couple of new, things today. I knew I was making money, I just didn't know how it was happening. I was just, signing people up, doing my thing, sharing my journey, and it's all falling into place. And so, this just demonstrates that you don't have to know it all. You're not gonna know everything coming into this. I sure as hell don't, but I am having fun. I love the women that I am learning from. And every day I just see how big this picture is and where this can go. And I am so freaking excited. And I'm even more excited that I stayed within my 10 minutes. All right.
You are freaking amazing. She put a timer and everything. I love it.
I love you.
Lydia, you are an example of guys that you don't need to know all the things, right? You just need to, like Monica said, you need to have that want. Need to have that belief. You need to believe. So if there's anything that you guys could have learned from this call, is that anything is possible. What you put into is what you'll get out of it. And we are just here to really help you grow wherever that is. Whether it's, again, if you're trying to grow yourself as a person, you're trying to evolve, or you're trying to get that transformation. And hey, like Lydia says, in the meantime, as I'm, making that change for me, I'm adding people and I'm inspiring people and people are joining, and it doesn't hurt to make that little extra income, right? So whether you are, ready to dive into this and you're like, dude, sign me up. I want to be making that income Monica's making, right? So again, you don't have to, we're not telling you, you have to join this and you have to want to leave your career. It's funny you said that, Lydia, that you have no interest in leaving. When I first became a Beachbody coach and I told my sister, I was 14 years as a teacher, and then the last 10 years I was a school director. So I was running the school. I loved what I was doing, and I had no interest when I became a Beachbody coach to leave my career either. And that was great, right? Obviously, with time, that he changed, and that involved in my want obviously changed. But wherever you are in your walk of life, wherever you are today, if you're in this group, it's because you want something out of that. I encourage you, dig deep into that, figure out what that is, and let's help you. Join the team, and let's help get you to your goal, whatever that goal is, right? So we are here for you. And I just want to tell you guys, if you didn't hear from this call, and if you didn't get that vibe from this call, I am here to tell you guys, you belong here, okay? You belong here. We want you here. We are excited to grow with you. So make sure you reach out to whoever invited you here and let them know what you want, your goals, and let's get you signed up. So Monica, is there anything you want to add on to that?
No. Like, that was amazing. Oh, by the way, guys, if you're wondering like the specifics on best way to get signed up, what it would look like, maybe you're already in a challenge group, maybe you haven't started your fitness journey yet, stay tuned in the group that you're in, right? Our sneak peek group, and we're going to drop the information. It's going to be in a post that you can talk to your coach about that and discuss the details. And just know, the group that you're in right now, the sneak peek group, like seriously, you're like at home there. So any questions you have that maybe we didn't answer tonight, that maybe you want clarification on, hit us up in that group and we'll be sure to answer you. And you, Lydia, blew my mind. You're amazing. I already knew that, but you're even more amazing. Veronica, you always kill it. And I just want to say that, I'm excited for the future. Like, the time is now. It's definitely now. And I can't wait to see all the new faces of Diesel Core. That's all I got to say.
All right, with that being said, let's just take a real quick selfie and we are done. Ready? All right, guys, take care. Have a great night and God bless.
Yeah, you got to be good at selfies. Just kidding. Bye, guys.